What is up, guys? Destined Duelist here, back with another deck profile for you guys today. And today we my updated Monarch deck profile for the May 2018 format, guys, for this May 21st Banlist. Can't wait for this new format, guys. Let's get into it. And as always, guys, if you want to see more of these videos, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell today right away, because I got tons of more updated deck profiles for you guys coming, so keep a close eye on that. But without further ado, guys, let's get into this deck profile. Love this deck, always will, still gonna be my favorite archetype of all time. Let's get into it. So first of all, you gotta start off with 3 copies of Erebus the Underworld Monarch. This card is still absolutely amazing. It's still one of the best cards till date. Just non-targetable, shuffling back into your opponent's deck. It's just, it's wonderful, man. Get rid of annoying problem-ass cards. Borload, go back to the extra deck. Annoying spells and traps, go back into your main deck as well. You know, just so much that this card gets over. It literally can't be stopped unless your opponent negates the monster effect. That's the only thing stopping this effect. Nothing can protect. There's nothing in the game that protects himself from this effect. So, play it, guys. You gotta see this card as fast as possible. Searchable, obviously. Your big beater in the deck. Erebus here to stay. 1 Aether. Honestly, this card should stay at 1. You guys already know how busted this card really is. Aether is always going to be at 1, and again, it's for the best. Just the fact that the stupid stuff you can do with this card, especially with in combination with Stormforth. But still at 1, you can search it. You can bring it back with Erebus. So there's many ways to use this as multiple copies than just one, so this card is still very much alive. Gotta play Aether, guys. Next up, one of Monarchs, obviously. 1 Mega Caius, absolutely amazing. Just get rid of 2 cards. And if you hit Diabolos for those Lair Noins, or pretty much any monster, because Lair of Darkness will make all their monsters dark. So actually, they're only setting themselves up for a demise, for the demise. So Caius is such a hard counter to Lair of Darkness, just because since everything will be dark, you'll just get rid of all copies. So you hit Diabolos, all 3 of them are gone. Now what are they gonna do? So this card is absolutely amazing for that juncture. So definitely, you gotta play this card. It's a blowout. It's absolutely insane. Regular Caius, obviously, you can banish 3 cards in 1 turn with Caius and Mega Caius. So pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna special summon Mithra, tribute off the Mithra for Caius, get rid of a card, Mithra's effect, get additional tribute, summon, and then Mega Caius just hit 2 other cards. It's absolutely amazing. And then last one, at least from the Monarch lineup, 1 Festivals, the Mega Monarch. This card is absolutely amazing because you get information on your opponent's hand. So you get to look at your opponent's hand, ditch a card, and if it was a monster card, they'll take 200 times the level of that monster. So you can hit like a combo pieces from your opponent's hand. Like say you're going first against 2 Draco, you can hit their Ignis Heat, you can hit their dynamite if they somehow open with it. You can hit their Amano, which is actually even more important. You can hit their Amano, and then they're just like, now they don't have any protection from like your monsters and whatnot. So it's absolutely insane. So you get to reveal your opponent's hand, you get information on it, and you get an annoying card out of the opponent's hand, and they're in trouble. Opening with this or Erebus, you'll always be able to just take a card out of their hand. It's absolutely insane. So Two Majesties to wrap up the Tribute Summon monsters in general. Majesties is so much better than Monarch's Erupt. You don't need Monarch's Erupt when you're playing Majesty's Fiend. Why would you play Monarch's Erupt with this card? This card has so much more usefulness to it because there's no restrictions for Majesty's Fiend. You don't have to have a Tribute Summon monster. It doesn't die off when your opponent somehow gets rid of a tribute summon monster. Since it's a monster on its own, you can easily get this back. It's searchable off of return. So there's so many reasons why you would play Majesty's Theme over Monarch's Erupt. And Erupt is just field as well. Majesty's Fiend is just monster effects in general. So it just says no. Because honestly, with this deck, you gotta play the slow game. This is a stun deck. It's always gonna be a stun deck. This plus domain, it's over. They can't activate monster effects, and then they can't special summon from the extra deck. What are they gonna do? Time for the Vassals, free Edia, free Eidos, and free Mithra. Mithra is especially important with freaking Valor. It's the worst thing ever getting Valor when you normal freaking area. I hate it. It's annoying. Oh, and also if they like freaking ghost over your monarchs too, you can get other ways to recur your monsters back, so that as well, why Mithra is even more important. So that's it for the monster lineup. Not much I would change. Spells starting out from the Monarch lineup. Free domain. This is why we play this deck. This card is absolutely insane. Gives you 800 for pretty much your entire monster lineup. And it reduces your level, so it puts Erebus and Aether at level 6 to end festivals as well, so you only have to tribute 1. It's absolutely insane. This card just does so much. This card is always going to be busted, and I'm surprised it has lasted this long. Next up, you want to play Free Tenacity, main searcher of the deck obviously. Gotta play it. Double return, you don't need it at free. I said this in the last Monarch profile. Main searcher though, does a lot. Definitely want to see this card though. It's always going to be searchable though, with Tenacity, so it's nice. And then, for your one-of Monarchs, one Path. I can't believe they didn't bring this back. Like, this card is not as broken as people think it is. It's really not. I know that may sound like an unpopular opinion, it probably is, but this card needs to come back. It's the only consistent draw card in this deck. I mean, sure, you got Allure with some targets, but even then, it's like... And Presses is only off of Tribute Summoning. So, Pantheism to me... Imagine if we had free Pantheism with free Allure and, like, free Presses. Like, the draw power in this deck would be insane. It would be almost on the level of True Draco. So, this card needs to come back, in my opinion, to 3. I don't see why this card needs to stay at 1. It really doesn't. But, I digress. That's another discussion for another day. Last one of, for the Monarch spells, the 1 March, you gotta protect your monsters. This card is absolutely insane. Your monsters cannot be targeted or destroyed by your card effects. It's just says no to your opponent trying to out you. If they can't out this card, you're pretty much going to probably win the game, because if you have this, plus Domain, plus Majesties, it's just over. Next for the draw power, double Allure, gotta play it. Double versus cards, gotta play it as well. Got a +2. And that time for more one-ofs. Reinforcement, tutor out Edia. 1-for-1, same thing. It also protects you from getting screwed off by Valor and whatnot, because You get to normal because this keeps your normal summon live. So it's nice to be able to special summon Edia. Oh, and if you ditch like Erebus, you can always grab it back by ditching a Monarch spell. So it's the sending the monster from your hand is not a big deal at all. Foolish, get Erebus in the graveyard. And if you ditch Monarch spell, it's pretty much a search, essentially. So it's nice. That's it for the spells. Definitely how I would play it. Traps, double prime, absolutely amazing. And one escalation. Escalation's been cut down to one because you don't have as many targets, and it's still nice playing, and I would still recommend it because being able to mess with your opponent's turn is great. Searchable off of tenacity too, so you don't need multiple copies for that reason as well. It's there when you need it. If for the main deck, going on to the side deck, because no extra deck, we don't need it. Domain. This side deck is probably going to change, but here's what I have. Double Ash. Gotta play it. Negate your opponent's cards. Cosmic Cyclone. Get rid of that Altergeist. And whatnot. Gotta have back row hate. Cosmic Cyclone is so much better than like MSD and whatnot because you gotta balance their cards now, especially when you got Reincarnation, you got your Paleos. There's just so much cards that this hits, so it's effective in that fashion. 3-dimensional barrier card is absolutely amazing. I know side deck is always personal preference, but I feel like you definitely gotta play this card. You have no extra deck. This first turn is absolutely amazing. Set this, your opponent just says, say no to an extra deck mechanic. Just say no. Evenly matched, staple. How is this card not hit? This card is unfair. It's an auto comeback card. Why is this card allowed? I just don't get it. Double infinite impermanence. Card acts a lot like evenly matched. It's a trap that you can activate from your hand. This card is absolutely insane. It feels like this is the norm now. They're making more traps that are able to activate from your hand. It's just, it helps so much going second now. Because this deck is so much better going first. You want to go first. You gotta lock your opponent. It's a stun deck. You gotta go first. This card is absolutely amazing. It's literally a freaking breakthrough skill. Just negate. And then, if this card was actually set before you activated, you can just negate every spell and trap card that's in this column. So whatever your opponent has face down, it can't be active. It's just insane. Double Mirror Force, you gotta play it. It's better than Storming. There's not a lot of stuff to protect from destruction. You gotta have monsters on your board at all times. Just break your opponent's board. They cry every time when they get Mirror Force because you punish them for overextending. It happens all the time. They never see this card coming. That is it, guys. Love this deck. Ready for the next format. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notifications bell to get every video I make first. I got tons of great deck profiles, Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussions, you name it. I have it on this channel, guys. You will not be bored watching me. I promise you that. I'm signing off now, guys. Peace! Have a great day, guys.